for everything on two wheels. Today, we're diving deep into a motorcycle that continues to blend style, accessibility, and performance like few others in its class, the 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan S. Whether you're a new rider, a commuter, or someone just looking for a versatile cruiser, the Vulcan S continues to prove why it's one of Kawasaki's most underrated yet capable machines. Let's break down what's new for 2025, what remains tried and tested, and why this middleweight cruiser still deserves your attention. A familiar face with subtle refinements. At first glance, the 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan S might look similar to previous years, and that's because Kawasaki knows better than to tamper too much with a proven formula. The Vulcan S retains its distinctive modern cruiser styling, but for 2025, Kawasaki has given it a few visual and functional tweaks to keep things fresh. You'll immediately notice a refined LED lighting setup, including a new headlamp design that adds a sharper, more aggressive edge. The bodywork is subtly streamlined, with new paint options like metallic matte graphene steel grey and pearl storm grey, giving the bike a premium and more mature vibe. Kawasaki has clearly focused on detail improvements over dramatic changes, and honestly, that's not a bad thing. Powertrain, still punchy and predictable. Under the tank, the Vulcan S sticks with what works, a 649 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, borrowed and slightly retuned from the Ninja 650 and Z650. This DOHC, liquid-cooled motor remains one of the smoothest and most rider-friendly powerplants in the middleweight category. For 2025, Kawasaki has made subtle ECU refinements to smoothen throttle response and improve low-end torque delivery. The result is a power output of around 61 horsepower and 45.7 pound-foot of torque, perfect for daily rides, weekend cruises, or even the occasional highway blast. The 6-speed transmission continues to offer slick shifts, and the slipper clutch is light enough for beginners yet responsive for seasoned riders. Fuel efficiency remains solid too, with the Vulcan S offering around 55 to 60 miles per gallon, depending on riding style, and a 3.7-gallon tank that gives you decent range before your next stop. Ergo Fit, comfort tailored to you. One of the standout features of the Vulcan S has always been Kawasaki's Ergo Fit system, and that remains a major selling point in 2025. Riders of all heights and sizes can fine-tune their ergonomics through adjustable foot peg positions, handlebar reach, and seat options. This level of customization straight from the factory is rare in the cruiser segment, and it makes the Vulcan S one of the most adaptable bikes for new riders or those who struggle to find a bike that truly fits them. Whether you're 5 feet 2 inches or over 6 feet tall, there's an Ergo Fit setup for you. It's one of the key reasons why riding schools, urban commuters, and shorter riders have gravitated toward the Vulcan S over the years. Chassis, ride quality, and handling. Built around a high-tensile steel frame and sporting a low seat height of 27.8 inches, the Vulcan S offers confident footing and excellent stability at low speeds. For 2025, Kawasaki has recalibrated the rear shock damping for improved comfort, especially on rougher roads. Combined with the telescopic front fork and a rear monoshock with preload adjustability, the ride remains plush yet composed. The 18-inch front and 17-inch rear wheels keep the handling neutral, and the bike still feels much more agile than its cruiser looks would suggest. It leans into corners with ease, offering predictable feedback, another reason it's such a great beginner-friendly cruiser. Braking and safety tech. Braking duties are handled by a single 300mm front disc with a twin-piston caliper and a 250mm rear disc, which is pretty standard in this class. While it won't wow you with track-level performance, the braking is more than adequate for everyday use. For 2025, Kawasaki has refined the ABS calibration to make it less intrusive under hard braking, which is a welcome tweak. That said, rider aids are minimal. You won't find traction control, ride modes, or cornering ABS on the Vulcan S. But that's part of its appeal. It's a raw, mechanical connection to the road, without a screen full of settings getting in the way. It's simple, honest, and in many ways, refreshing. Instrumentation and features. The Vulcan SS instrument cluster is still a combination of analog and digital, with a large tachometer flanked by an LCD screen that shows speed, fuel level, gear position, and trip info. It's basic, but highly legible, even in bright sunlight. While some might wish for a TFT screen or smartphone connectivity, Kawasaki has opted to keep things simple. There's no Bluetooth, no navigation, and no app integration, and for the Vulcan's target audience, that's often just fine. New accessories and custom options. Kawasaki knows Vulcan riders love to personalize their machines, and the 2025 model arrives with a wider array of factory accessories. These include touring windscreens in various heights, soft and hard saddlebags, passenger backrests and luggage racks, heated grips, a new cafe-style seat option. These bolt-on parts allow riders to transform the Vulcan S from a daily commuter into a light tourer or minimalist cafe cruiser hybrid, depending on your taste. Competition check: how does it stack up? In the ever-competitive middleweight cruiser class, the Vulcan S still holds its own. Its main rivals include Yamaha Bolt R-Spec, more torque, but heavier and less refined. Honda Rebel 500, lighter and cheaper, but less powerful and less customizable. Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650, newer and classically styled, but heavier and not as beginner-friendly. Harley-Davidson X500, stylish and modern, but carries a premium price tag. The Vulcan S remains the best all-arounder of the bunch, approachable for new riders, capable enough for veterans, and customizable to suit nearly every use case. Who is the 2025 Vulcan S for? If you're a beginner looking for your first big bike, a commuter who wants comfort and reliability, or a returning rider in search of a manageable yet rewarding cruiser, the 2025 Vulcan S checks all the boxes. It's not trying to be a traditional V-twin cruiser. Instead, it offers something more versatile, sport bike DNA wrapped in cruiser aesthetics, with a riding experience that blends comfort, confidence, and just enough thrill. Price and availability. The 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan S comes in at a base price of around $7,899, with ABS-equipped models slightly higher. That's a competitive figure, especially considering the build quality, customization options, and the fact that this bike can genuinely grow with you over the years. It's available at dealerships now in most markets, and thanks to Kawasaki's reputation for reliability and dealer support, parts and service won't be an issue. Final thoughts: the cruiser that does it all. The Kawasaki Vulcan S is proof that you don't need a massive V-twin or a 6-digit touchscreen to enjoy riding. For 2025, Kawasaki has kept the formula tight, making smart updates without losing what made the Vulcan S so popular to begin with. It's a bike that respects the rider, regardless of experience level. It doesn't overwhelm you, yet it has enough personality to keep you smiling after every ride. Whether you're commuting, cruising, or customizing, the 2025 Vulcan S delivers. Thanks for watching today's review here on Bike Future. If you found this deep dive helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Would you choose the Vulcan S over its rivals in 2025? Let's discuss. Ride safe, and see you in the next one.